Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I've been realizing through the past few days, and I also am going to just like update you guys with how I've been doing. So yeah, I also just wanted to say that I did get hair extensions, and I'll insert a clip here about them, so if you're curious you can get them too. Hey guys, yes, she has long hair now. I just came back from the salon, Zara Morgan in Bath, and the hairdresser there called Billy just did my hair, and oh my god, it's so nice, so well done. I asked her to put some curl in it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you some products I got. So the hair was a bit late, like it came in late, because of the suppliers, not the hairdressers. So the hairdressers called and asked if I could get a little present, basically a raccoon hair, and they gave me a hair extension brush. It's got like 2 types of bristles, so you can like really get in there. They gave me these Raccoon International Extend, designed to work in harmony with hair extensions, luscious shampoo, exotic natural extracts for cleansing the hair and scalp. So I got the shampoo and conditioner on this, and they're quite big, like you can see. So definitely recommend going to Zara Morgan, Bath, and the raccoon hair. I got the Luxe links. Let me see if I can find one. There we go. So they're very small. Cool, now onto the more serious stuff. Also, I still don't have my camera, so if I'm looking at myself a lot, it's because on the new iPhone I can't tell where the camera is. So I wanted to talk about this book that I've been reading. It's called The Ultimate Glow Up Guide by Alicia Goguen. This is the book, that's her name. But it's so good, and she talks about basically like finding your inner self again, healing your inner child, and going from self-sabotaging behaviors and like hateful behavior towards yourself and transforming it into loving and healthy behavior. And yeah, it's really good. And I just started reading about self-sabotage, and she says, self-sabotage, these behaviors are not intentional sabotage, but more so efforts to self-soothe. And I just wanted to talk about that because I self-sabotage, well, I used to self-sabotage quite a lot, and like people used to think it came out of a place of like me hating myself or thinking I didn't deserve like happiness. And maybe for a period that was true, but it happens even if that's not the case. And so when I read that, I was like, oh my god, that's what's been going on. And so I am just realizing more and more about how unsafe I feel like pretty easily, and how I'm working on just like communicating that with people and being like, you know, when you speak about these things, it makes me feel like this. And then I try to work on it in therapy, but there are just some things that I just won't take. And in response to that, I used to just distance myself from that person instead of talking to them, whilst understanding that it's a protective mechanism, self-soothing mechanism. It teaches us that, you know, instead of just burying that, we'd be like, okay, why is this self-soothing protective trigger response reaction coming out? And then you can use that as an opportunity to really like hone in on what triggered that. So for me is when I feel unsafe and your body goes in fight or flight and it wants to self-soothe. And a lot of the times she talks about how we hold on to habits we had as a kid, and sometimes they can even develop into worse habits. But I was like relying on drinking and having fun in that way, kind of to numb myself, or it was like eating too much or too little, like binging or restriction. And so now that when I get stressed, it's like I'm having to relearn how to self-soothe myself. And so instead I like put on a nice set of nails, or I journal, I read, I listen to some music. And then, you know, if I do want to eat something, then I try to go with the healthier option. But then if I want like an Oreo or something, I'm gonna let myself have that without then restricting, you know? So it's one of those things where it's gonna take a long time and I'm still learning, but I thought that that was a very interesting thing. So next time you think you're like trauma responding, instead of being like, oh my god, I'm so horrible, I'm broken, why do I do this, that's just your inner child trying to protect yourself. So don't take it badly, don't mistreat it, just listen, understand why those feelings are coming up, why those actions are taking place, and try to shift that into, oh, she's trying to take care of me, so let me do it in this way. And slowly you'll rewire your brain into thinking, okay, I'm stressed, let me do this, let me journal, let me read, let me eat some fruit if I'm feeling hungry all of a sudden I want to stress eat, or let me go and take my dog for a walk, instead of, for me, binging or restricting or other unhealthy coping mechanisms, or distancing myself from people, like things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little video. So task of the week: anytime you feel like you're self-sabotaging, or like there's habits in your life that you really want to break, instead of being harsh towards yourself and instead of punishing yourself for that, just really take a moment and ask yourself, why am I doing these things? What am I trying to protect myself from? What are these actions responding to? And journal, and just once you have it all on paper, then try to be like, okay, these are the self-soothing mechanisms I used to do: binge eating, drinking, smoking, pushing people away, isolating yourself, like whatever it is, and then replace it and say, okay, instead of doing this, if I go for a walk, if I paint, if I sketch, if I read, if I call someone, something like that. Sorry, I had to check my messages. But yeah, something like that, just like really just hone in on replacing them with healthy habits and treating yourself with respect and love, and not harsh criticism and judgment. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Go have a read and check out this book, it's been super helpful. And yeah, I'll probably post another video next week, and I hope that you are having a lovely day, and if you're not, I'm sending you love and light. Bye.